I'll just say this. For me, math was not one of my biggest subjects.
Kids are like, oh, I'm not good at math. I'm like, oh, why do you say that? Oh, I just don't do well.
Across all the Big Shoulders Fund schools, we perform as well as local and national counterparts, but really in math is where we continue to see the most need for growth.
If we have indoor recess and I give them an option of what they want to do, they would choose math games versus some other games.
It really transforms the classroom into a place where maths is the most exciting thing they do all day. The results we've seen from that are already about a 20% increase in Terra Nova scores.
We have seen our math scores increase by about 15 points over the past 3 years.
It's kind of contagious. When the teacher loves something, then the kids kind of get into it.
I'm thinking about it differently, and I'm able to share with my students a new joy or even love of math that I didn't have when I was younger.
In 2011, we launched the Big Shoulders Fund Math Initiative, and we partnered with University of Chicago Center for Elementary Science and Math Education to bring a program that had high-quality, research-based curriculum, professional development for teachers and administrators, and sustainable structures that would mean that all of the things that we put in place would sustain in the schools after the funding went away.
There's a lot of components that when you're just handed that big white box for everyday math, you're kind of intimidated by. But with the training that's offered through the Big Shoulders Initiative, we are able to use everyday math to its fullest capacity. I'm not the one standing up in the front doing all the talking. The kids are having discussions about math.
Online component has various activities that you can do with kids at different levels. So you have a kid that needs a little more enrichment, they don't just get bored.
We're really pushing teachers to be better with their instruction. And it looks different in every classroom, but we've helped teachers focus on differentiation, small group instruction, using technology more effectively. So there's a lot of pieces to how it's helped staff as well as kids.
I'm working with the teacher leaders and the power users at each school as well as the administrators to create this leadership team within their schools.
I believe one of the best parts of the math initiative is the collaborative coaching that takes place. So a couple times a year, our teachers are able to work with other teachers from other schools.
We can really get into the content and how our kids are responding to that. You know, my kids are not getting this. What have you tried? What have you done? Like, no one else around me can do that.
It has really allowed us to take best practices from around the city and bring them to St. Margaret of Scotland School.
The success of the Math Initiative is really based in partnership, and we have the leading partnership, the Chicago Community Trust, in driving this, but we also have others who've stepped up. It allowed us to grow from 7 schools initially to now 13 schools, but even more now we are also working with middle schools and high schools to try to bridge the gap between 8th grade and 9th grade, and that's only possible through people seeing the difference that the Math Initiative is beginning to make in our schools.